Hey yo, so what if Tien and Yamcha fused? I know, it sounds crazy, but check this out. Hear me out, yo. These two have been fighting side by side ever since the original Dragon Ball series. Both Tien and Yamcha have been trained under Master Roshi and King Kai. They both fought the same enemies. And despite being overshadowed by Goku and Vegeta, they have remained among Earth's strongest defenders. But what if Tien and Yamcha did the fusion dance? Or used the Patara earrings? Would they become the strongest human in Dragon Ball history? And surprisingly, in case you ain't know, Dragon Ball video games may have already given us a glimpse of the answer. Let's talk about it. So for a while, fans have joked about a fusion between Tien and Yamcha. Some call him Tiencha. And if you think about it, this fusion would combine two very different fighting styles. Yamcha brings speed, mobility, and techniques like the Wolfang Fist and Spirit Ball, while Tien contributes overwhelming discipline, incredible battle IQ, and devastating techniques like the Tri-Beam. Together they create a fighter with balanced offense, defense, strategy, and energy control. And unlike many Dragon Ball fighters who rely on transformations, this fusion would be built almost entirely on martial arts skill. And that's exactly what made Dragon Ball special in the first place. So believe it or not, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 actually gave us a version of this fusion. In the game's what if scenarios, Tien and Yamcha fused into a character called Tiencha. The fusion did look pretty fucking funny. He had Yamcha's face, Tien's third eye, and despite being played for laughs, you could have him go up against powerful opponents. The game treated the fusion as a legitimate power boost. Now, Budokai is not canon, but it does raise an interesting question. If Goku and Vegeta gain massive increases from fusion, then why wouldn't the same apply to Tien and Yamcha? Aight, so let's assume this fusion happened during Dragon Ball Super. Now we all know fusion is not no simple addition. This motherfucker is multiplication. That's why characters who are already powerful become fucking monsters when they fuse. Now if Tien and Yamcha combine their strength, their resulting warrior would be a lot stronger. Not stronger than Goku and Vegeta, maybe stronger than Krillin. The fusion would gain Tien's incredible ki control, Yamcha's speed, combined combat experience, enhanced reaction time, and of course you got those techniques that come along with fusion. Imagine a Wolfang Tri-Beam or a Spirit Ball controlled through Tien's powers. The possibilities are endless. And unlike the Saiyans, this fusion wouldn't have to depend on transformations. It would rely on pure technique. So, something to think about is, would Tiencha become the strongest human mortal in Dragon Ball? And you know what? After thinking about it, he probably would. Krillin is usually considered the strongest human according to statements throughout Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. But a fusion between Tien and Yamcha would more than likely surpass him. Fusion has always been one of the biggest power amplifiers in the franchise. And even if Krillin individually remains stronger than Tien or Yamcha, he would have no answer for a fused warrior combining both fighters into one. But the real debate would be whether Tiencha would surpass characters like Android 17. But if we're talking strictly about humans, Tiencha would probably be sitting at the top. What's interesting about this fusion is not the power. It's actually more of what it represents. For a while, fans have viewed Yamcha as a joke and Tien was just forgotten. But both characters were once major rivals to Goku. They both were elite martial artists. And they both helped shape the early Dragon Ball story. A fusion between them would be a reminder of an era where skill mattered more than transformations. An era where martial arts tournaments determined the strongest fighter. An era before gods, angels, and universe-ending threats. And maybe that's exactly why fans still love the idea of the fusion. But what do you think? If Tien and Yamcha fused, do you think Tiencha would become the strongest human in Dragon Ball? You think he might be stronger than Krillin? Or maybe even be able to challenge Android 17? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.